I think I've reached a point where I want to make a change. For the last 5-6 years, I've been creating realistic drawings with the Faber Castell pencils. I want to try something different. These pencils are incredibly difficult to blend. It's a miracle that I figured out how to do that when I first started drawing. I always talk about this combination here quite a lot because I really like them. But the downside, and someone else pointed this out in the comment section, is they're very, very difficult and they're time intensive. That's why I've stopped my Morgan Freeman drawing. If you've noticed, I've just stopped drawing it. Partly because of the incredible amount of time that is required to do the layering. Since I uploaded my last progress picture, I stopped drawing. Though I did kind of accidentally destroy a bit of a texture of the paper. I got impatient and I started layering a little bit too intensely and I flattened the tooth of the paper and that kind of destroyed my spirits. This drawing is going to take me something like 300 hours and I don't really know if it's worth it, to be blunt. I got a comment saying, what's the point of doing what you're doing if a printer can do the exact same thing? And to be honest, I can't really reply to that. I don't know. Because after I learned how to draw, every time I picked up a drawing, I just drew it. There was no challenge in it anymore. And when you start losing that challenge, things become monotonous and boring. And I started losing interest. And as you've noticed, I started pushing more into tutorials and that sort of thing. I don't regret learning how to draw realistically. 100% absolutely think it was great. But once I learnt it to the level that I was satisfied with, do I continue doing the same thing over and over and over again, using the same pencils, the same paper? I'm putting this pencil set, these Faber Castells, to the side. I'm done with using these for now. And that includes this, the Stonehenge paper. I'm grabbing it, placing it to the side. I think it's time that I undertook a different challenge. And I'm thinking that I might try these out with a different blending method and with different paper. Now, if you've followed my channel, you'll know how a big deal this will be. Is because this will be changing everything. It'll be like starting fresh from the beginning. It'll be like learning how to draw all over again. Because the way that you blend with these pencils, it's completely different to how you would use the Faber Castell pencils. Completely different. And it's kind of scary, but different. And good. I was thinking about going to the Prismacolor pencils, but I decided that I don't like how they built them. They break really easy. Okay, a few of them are missing. I think that was a big issue I had with them last time. I have used these pencils before, twice. I've done 2 portraits with them, but the blending method I used was the same as the one that I used for the Faber Castell pencils. A few of them are missing, they're stored away, but this time I'm thinking I'm going to use them as the main pencils, as well as, like I said, a different blending method I'll be using. I might even try the varnishing method because a couple people recommended that I should give it a fair go. The paper, I have no clue what paper I'm going to use with these. So I'm going to take you guys on a journey, not in this video, on me learning to use these and learning to use different blending methods. I'm going to show you that process, how it goes, all the failures. And I think Jolly Arts told me that it's possible to adapt to any different types of drawing materials and pencils and that. At the time, I disagreed to him, but to be honest, I've been thinking more about it and I think he is right. I've just been so set in my ways with the Faber Castell pencils that I've stopped growing, I've stopped challenging myself, and I think it's time for a new challenge. Now, the papers that I've got that I'm thinking of using with these, a lot of them I haven't used at all. So let's pop this out of the way. I'm going to show you the papers I've got. This one here, never used it. I've been told it's good. I've got this one here. I don't know what this is. I just brought it and I've never used it. It's smooth. So I might test that out. Watercolor paper, more watercolor paper. I was told that they're very good. I've got a pastel pad. I got more watercolor paper. I got more Stonehenge paper. I did not know I had this one. This is hot pressed, 300 GSM, different to the paper that you've seen me use before. Now, this I brought a while ago. I'm told that this is good. This is good paper. So I might try that one out with the Luminance pencils. I got more Stonehenge paper. Oh my God, I got a lot of it. This one, Bristol board. So we'll just test that one out as well. I've used this one, but I didn't like it. It's the same as this, the yellow one I showed you before, the Bristol board. I got watercolor artist pad, this field pad, and got another one. It's for drawing paper, suitable for sketching, watercolors, pencils, inks, and crayon. I actually started using the Luminance pencils, but this is Stonehenge paper, so that's not what we want. Okay, the Luminance pencils again. I think this was a commission drawing. I really want to finish that one off, actually. But I won't be starting my drawings with these for a while yet because they are incredibly expensive. I just moved into my new house and I've got a lot less money available to buy these sort of things. And if I run out of these pencils, I don't think I can just go ahead and buy some more. I don't think I could afford it for a while. You won't be seeing any drawings coming from me until I can find myself in a more financial stable position. Until then, I'll be creating tutorials for you guys, showing you how I do my drawings, how I do layering. And when I begin on this journey, I'll let you know about a whole entire process, all the things I learned. So that'll be exciting. So one of my goals in taking on these pencils here, because I want to be able to create my realistic drawings in a fraction of the time that it takes me currently to do them. At the moment, they take from anywhere from 120 hours up to 300 hours. So I want to figure out a blending method that allow me to create a drawing at a fraction of the time while still maintaining the highest level of quality I can. What I'm going to do is try and seek a challenge, and that challenge is taking on a new art direction. So that's the end of the video. So hopefully that made some sense. Any questions, ask them down below.